Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vice and today we are watching Witch Hat Atelier Season 1 Episode 2. In the first episode, we met Coco. She wants to be a witch so badly. She wants magic so badly, but magic is not known to people. People don't know how to cast it. Only witches do. Only witches have magic. Except no, that's a lie. It's a complete fabrication. Anyone can do magic if they know the runes and they have a pen. And Coco found that out the hard way. Unfortunately, she destroyed her home and her mother is now encased in crystal. I don't know if her mother is dead or not. I really hope she isn't. I hope that Coco and Kithri, I think his name is, I hope that they can find a way to reverse this feat of magic and save her mother. Because, you know, Coco really was getting everything she wanted and then someone so close to her was just taken from her. It was like equivalent exchange. I made some comments in the last video. I was comparing this to Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because I see a lot of similarities with the magic system and of course between Coco and Ed because they both lost their parents. They both had consequences for the magic and or alchemy that they used. Slightly different, but you know, similar enough. I just finished the first episode, so now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's even more similar because equivalent exchange. She gained the ability to do magic. She gained the knowledge of how to do magic. And of course, it took her mother away from her. Of course. But I feel like the show is going to be a really happy one. It gives me really good vibes, and I just can't wait to watch more of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, I love this. This is so cool. Poor Coco. You're flying. Almost where? Where are we going? Oh. The school you'll be learning at. Ooh, fun. School of the Grassland. Okay. Around your house. To stop it from spreading? Yeah, she just lost her mom. It's not gonna stop the guilt. It never will. He's so kind to her though. Oh, that's so cool. He's trying to make her feel better by showing her how beautiful magic is. Disappeared. Yeah. Why don't you teach us then? Yes, yes. You're so cute. Vapor bubble. Oh. Wow. Yeah? Okay. What? No, stop it. It's a loop. You're cute too. I love their hair colors. Apprentices. So he has a lot of students. Which atelier did you come from? What did you say? What's wrong? They know already? How? Wow, already? That's crazy. What? Tetia and Rika? Okay, I think they're gonna be nice to her. They're a little wary, but I think I think they're gonna be your friends.
サイズはぴったりだね。
Looks like pajamas.
さて、魔法についてのお話を始めよ
The
う。
story of magic. Tell me.
遠い昔、魔法は特別なものじゃなかった。
Interesting.
決まった図形の組み合わせと特殊な製法のインクがあれば、
Used to be common knowledge. What happened?
どこの誰にでも使える。もっと身近なものだったんだ。だけどそのせいで何度も争いが起きた。
Yeah, I mean, it could be used as a weapon, so
何でもできる力があ
I get
れ
it.
ば何でもするのが人間だ。おぞましい魔法がいくつも描かれた。
ooh.
わずかに残った良識ある人たちは争いを拒み、魔法使いとして結託し、人々の魔法の記憶
To
を
take
奪
other
って
people's memories of magic. Okay, that was my question. How did they do it?
伝えることにした。それが結託の日だ。以来、魔法は特別な人間しか使えない力だと思わせてきた。真実が世間に広まれば、あっという間に無法地帯に逆戻りだ。みんな秘密を守るために警戒しているのさ。君が噂になったのもそのせいだ。ごめんね。
いえ、
You're the
自
exception.
分のせいですから。禁止魔法って。
争いの時代に描かれて、結託の日と共に禁じられた人を傷つける魔法だ。
教えてください。使っちゃいけない魔法全部。
Teach me all about the magic I'm not supposed to use.
知らないままじゃ怖くて何もできないです。
Yeah, you have to know so you can never do it again.
焦らないでと諭すところだけど、君には言いにくいな。禁止魔法は数えきれないほどあるんだけど、人体そのものにかける魔法はいかなる時も禁止とする。
Interesting, even
例え
your
ば
own?
変身や年齢の変化、
Age
扉や
alteration,
乗り物を使わない
teleportation
瞬間
without
移動、
doors. Interesting.
思考や感情を操ったり、人を傷つけたり、癒したり。
But why is erasing memories okay then?
記憶を消す魔法。
その通り、大抵の魔法は道具にかける。馬車とかランプとか。
Okay, so you need like an object to cast magic, or at least you don't need one, but it's mostly used
こ
for
う
that.
いう窓とかね。
Oh, cool. A portal.
湖。さっきまで辺り一面丘だったのに。
扉窓だよ。
A window way.
同
I
じ模
love
様の
that.
丸窓をつないでくれる。
Oh.
遠くの建物が見えるかな。図書の塔、知識の保管のため、魔法
All
に関
books
する
related
全
to
ての書
magic
籍
are
が
there.
書かれた瞬間にあそこで複製される。
あの絵本も。すぐ行きましょう。私
I
見
don't
ない
think
で
the
探
picture
し
book
ま
is
す。
gonna be there.
待って。
That's crazy. Oh! Close the window! You'll have to go a different way.
あれは司書の試練。
The
図書
librarian's
の塔は
tale?
4人の司書に守られていて、試練を乗り越えた魔法使いだけが中に入れるんだ。
Oh.
塔へ
Oh, we're
入るに
doing
は
that.
ま
We're
ず学ばないと
absolutely
ね。
doing that.
さっき僕は嬉しかったんだ。君が知りたいと言ってくれて。恐怖を感じるのは仕方ない。でも禁止されずに残ったのは、
Are beautiful.
人を幸せにする魔法ばかりだから。
Yeah, and happiness is
どうせなら
stronger than fear.
優しい魔法をもっと知ってほしいな。なんてね。
I agree. He's a great mentor.
はい、キーフ
He
リー先生。
really took into consideration what she was feeling and tried to find a solution here. That was
ここ
wonderful.
が君の部屋だよ。アガットは留守みたいだ。
アガットって
Agat.
君のルームメイトさ。作業スペースは2人1部屋なんだ。寝室は個別だよ。
That's cool.
奥の階段を降りたところ、鍵付きだから安心して。少し休むといい。僕は用事があるから何かあったら呼んでくれ。僕です。キーフリーです。ここを弟子にすること許可してくれて。
Oh, you had to get permission. Of course you did.
はい、絵本のこと。今あの子混乱しているの。
これが魔法使いの部屋か。そっちは私の机よ。
Wait, where are they? Up? Oh. Why didn't you answer when
降
we
りるか
knocked?
ら離れて。
Oh, did she just enter?
あなたがアガットだよね。私はここ。知ってる。例の知らざるものでしょう。
The outsider.
新しい姉妹弟子になるって聞いたわ。
Awful nickname.
お母様、気の毒だったわ。
Oh, that was nice. That's the first person to say that
あ
to
なた
her.
のせいで永遠に人間に戻れない。助けるためにここに
That's what I was worried about. That he was lying to her, and her mother is dead.
物心ついた時から指先が染まるまで魔法陣を書いてる。試験に受かってやっと見習い。弟子入りを認められるのはそれからよ。何も知らない普通の
Oh, jealous.
知らざる者のあなたになれるはずないわ。
Yeah, you feel like your place is being taken over.
魔法は試してみたら書けたもん。や やってみなきゃわからない。なら証明して。
Oh, she will.
明日試験を受けるの。リチも腹減り。
Coco's welcome party. Yeah, I'm glad. She's gonna have two good friends here and a third, almost rival-like friend, I feel like. I feel like they're gonna butt heads a little. They're gonna be in competition a little. How do you feel, Coco? Yeah, time to break down in tears. You've been so strong.
弟子になるには試験を受けなきゃいけないって。
That's your
でも
goal.
何をするとか具体的な内容は書いてないよ。
何が書いてないって？
Yeah, just ask him.
魔法については本に書いてないことが多いんだ。学ぶには読むより何より触れること。
これは
君の魔材、魔法を書く道具だ。
Aw, her own set.
かっこいい。魔病の杖、ペン。
A pen. The ink
本
wand.
当はまだ
I
ちょっ
love
と
it.
怖い。でもお
You
母さ
can
ん
do it.
絶対元に戻すから
You
ね。
have to learn magic to save your mom. Come
フ
on.
ェリー先生、よろしくお願いします。
よし、始めよう。ココ大丈夫？ちょっと休憩する？
It's a lot.
大丈夫です。
じゃあ理解したことを僕に説明してごらん。
魔法は
A spell is composed of 3
3つの要素で構成
elements.
されていて、中央門、
The sigil,
その周りに描かれる線を、
signs,
いやこの2つを囲う円
the
を
ring.
陣と呼び、
Okay.
門の種類で炎、水、光、風とどんな魔法になるかが決まり、矢はその魔法がどんな形で現れるかと大きさ、方向を定めます。
Oh, wow.
そして最後に円で囲うことで陣が閉じられ、
It activates it.
魔法が発現する。
Okay. Yeah, very similar to alchemy.
覚えるだけで精一杯。
でも説明
You're
で
doing
きた
really
じゃない
well.
私挑戦してみます。
いいね、その息だ。
I love his personality a lot too. He's very encouraging. No, show
ダ
him.
メだよ、捨てちゃ。
ダメです。こんなの見せられないです。下手だし、線はブルブル
She's so worried. So ashamed.
当然だよ。始めたばかりだもの。それよりも見るべきところは他にある。ほらここ、陣が切れてるだろ。途切れてたら魔法は発動しないよ。新しい道具を扱う手はおぼつかないものさ。
Right.
初めて立った子馬みたいなものだから。
She's gonna have to learn it just like she did with the fabric.
自由に駆け回れるようになるよ。線をつなげて発動させてみてごらん。
No, not her. She already doesn't like you.
ごめんなさい、ごめんなさい。わざとじゃん。
Oh no.
ごめんなさい。乾かす。私乾かすから。
Oh, Coco.
ココ、落ち着いて。ごめんよ、アガット。大丈夫かい？
いいんです、先生。
I think
気
you're
にしてません。
bothered.
それより個々の魔法陣を見せてくだ
Is she gonna help her?
これだわ。見て。この矢が一本だけ長い。ここからの力が加わりすぎて水が勢いよく飛んだのよ。
You have to be very
アガ
precise.
ットの指摘は的確だ。君なら任せても大丈夫そう
Leave
だ
her
な。
in your care.
僕はこれから2、3日魔法使いの大行動に行ってくる。留守の間ココのことを頼んだよ。
はい、先生。待ってください。
姉妹弟子から得るものは多い。
Exactly.
ココ、彼女を見てよく学ぶんだよ。
But she doesn't want you to leave.
先生。本当にごめんね。私。何度も謝らないで。気にしてないって言ったでしょ。昨日言ったわよね。証明して。生ぬるいお勉強の時間は終わ
Oh,
り。
cushy.
試験を始めるわよ。
You're gonna test her now? How? Why? She barely knows anything. Oh, this is so cool that they're like in a picture book. That's really cool. And that was Witch Hat Atelier Season 1, Episode 2. Great episode. I loved the world building this episode had and how magic is conducted with sigils, signs, and what was it? The circle? I forget if they actually called it a circle or not, but the ring, that's what it was. And the ring, and that these different, I'm just gonna call them runes for now, how these different runes can create different variants of the elements. And that's really cool. And I really liked how he also explained how magic is often used with objects, and it makes complete sense. But also, he was talking about how there are rules. You can't do certain things. Like you can't do magic to yourself. You can't do it to a human body. Why? Like, I understand, like, you can't hurt people. That's a rule. I get that. But why can't you use magic to teleport yourself somewhere? Why do you have to use this window way? Like, why is that a rule? I'm really curious about that. And then also, these witches are hypocrites. They're like, no, you can't mess with humans. You can't put magic onto them. You can't do anything like that that's harmful to them. No way. But yeah, you absolutely can erase their memories. Of course you can. That's the exception, because it doesn't hurt them. And it's like, well, and maybe not. Maybe it doesn't hurt when you do it. But if you erase someone's knowledge or memory of an event and then they do something later because they don't have that knowledge anymore, it could potentially hurt them, like Coco. Exactly like Coco. She loves magic. She wants to do magic. If he took away her memory of doing magic right here, I think she would continue to try and do magic because that's what she wants to do. That's what she wants to be as a witch. So I really, truly do believe that eventually she would have gotten her hands on something and she would have replicated it. It depends how many memories he takes and how far back. Like, would he just take that night's memories of her actually doing magic? Or would he take the memory away from her of her even seeing him do magic? Because I guess that would be preventative. But I still feel like there is still a chance that she meets another witch and she figures out how to do magic and she tries it and this happens again. Because, you know, history repeats and people know history. So history repeats whether you know it or not, whether the knowledge is there or not. So it's just like, I understand what this society of witches are trying to do. They are trying to make this world a better place. They are trying to make sure that no more harm comes to it and the people that live in it. And it is a noble pursuit. It is. I don't agree with it 100% though. And I love that. I find that fascinating about this show. I really feel like what this show could do, I don't know if it will, but it could really dive into these societal differences and contradictions. And maybe a new society will bloom in the aftermath. And maybe everyone will be able to use magic again. I feel like that's the direction they might take it. It's possible. I also find it really intriguing that he didn't keep her secret. He had to get permission to actually make her a witch and to take her on as his student. See, I really did think he was just gonna take her on and be like, just pretend you were a witch your whole life. Or just pretend your magic didn't come through until just now. I don't know, I really thought they were just going to try and pretend this never happened and make her a witch and try to skirt the law. But no, he immediately reported her. And now basically the whole witch world knows about her, knows that she's the outsider, knows that she did forbidden magic, and that she's being allowed to become a witch. That's gonna cause some tension. That's gonna cause some people to speak out and be like, hey, why? Why are we letting this girl become a witch? So I definitely see conflict in the future here, and I love that. But I'm really curious who he got permission from. Who did he ask about this? Is there a council? Is there a king? A queen? Like, what does the witch world look like? Because it seems so separated from like the normal world and the ordinary people. So what's the governing body look like here? And why did they decide to let him do this? And I know the reason why is because Kifri is looking for someone and he believes that someone is the person who gave Coco the book. I understand that. But Coco can't give you any leads on that. I don't know what you think Coco can give you, really. She already told you the story. She already told you what the witch looked like. So I'm just like, what more do you want from her? What more are you expecting of her? And I think Kifri really does want to help her. I think he is encouraging her to be a witch because he does want to help her overcome this and save her mother. I do think that's true. Obviously, he does have this other motive, but I don't know if he's using this to cover up the fact that he wants to train her and wants to help her save her mother, or if it's the opposite. He's pretending he wants to save her mother, but he really doesn't care and just wants to know who this person was that gave her the book. Or it could be both. Both motivations can exist within a person, so it's just fascinating to me. I'm really intrigued by that. And then the kids, they really like brought it to her attention. Like, yeah, everyone knows you're the outsider. That's her nickname now, which is kind of cruel. But again, like, I kind of get it because she is in their minds. She should not be a witch. This should not be happening, but she's the exception here. And so of course, you know, some people are going to be angry about that, including Agat. Agat? I don't know how to say her name. Her. I feel like she feels that Coco doesn't deserve to be here because Coco didn't do these tests. Coco didn't prove herself. Coco is here because she did something wrong. And I feel like in this girl's eyes, that is not how you move up in the world. You're supposed to be doing things right, and she did everything right. So why did this girl who did everything wrong also end up in the same spot she did? That's how I feel like her mentality is right now. And I think that's gonna change because, I don't know, I feel something about her. I feel like this vibe, like I think she's angry and I think she's frustrated, but I don't think she's gonna take it out on Coco. I don't think it's like that. This is not a bully situation. That's not what I feel like right now. This is definitely a rival situation. She definitely feels challenged by Coco, or maybe challenged isn't the right word. She feels a little threatened by Coco, I feel like. But I think she is actually going to help her because she showed in this episode that she is willing to help. And now that Kifri has left them together, I think Agat? I don't know. I feel like she's gonna be a little harsher, but I think she's actually going to teach Coco something. I do believe that. No, I'm so sorry. I'm butchering her name. She brought up how like, your mom is gone, which makes me believe that Kifri is lying to her saying that, yeah, we can save your mom. Because if you could, Kifri, why didn't you just do it? I know they're saying the spell was like unknown, so maybe that's why. But then again, he said it was a forbidden spell, so doesn't that mean it is known? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know, but I feel like the girl is telling the truth. She is a kid though, so she might not know everything. She might be mistaken. There might be a way to save Coco's mom, but I don't know. I believe in the story and I believe in this premise. And I think we're going to have a happy ending. And so I do believe that there is going to be a way to save her mom, but I have a feeling it's not going to be, how do I put this? I have a feeling it's going to come out that Kifri wasn't lying when he said like, you know, we can try to save your mom, but he wasn't being completely honest either, because even though he had maybe the intention to try, maybe he didn't quite believe it could be done either. I don't know, I just feel like there's something there. And I could be completely wrong, but that's just how I'm feeling. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this episode. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like and subscribe and check out my other shows here on the channel. And with that, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!